Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to Open Game Night.
Open
And
Open
game
game
night.
Open
night.
game night.
Woo!
hi,
Nice,
I'm
nice.
Denmark, and beside me is
Pio. Hey,
yay,
below
and
me
going
is.
going down.
Alvin and oop,
And I'm Clint.
There you
Cool.
go.
That's awesome, awesome. Hey, how are you guys? How are you
Welcome to
this
the show.
fine Thursday? Is it still Hump Day? No, I don't think it's Hump Day. I think it's one more day
it is
before
Thursday now.
Before
weekend.
the. Yes.
Yeah. How are you guys?
Doing
Good,
good,
good.
doing good. Yeah.
Fantastic.
And like the
Wow.
most common question, what have you guys been playing? If you guys have been
Okay.
playing. Let's start with Alvin. Let's go start with Alvin.
All right, all right. Ever since we did that wavelength episode, I've been meaning to, I've been meaning to introduce it. I introduced it actually to my free company in the Final 40, the guild in Final Fantasy 14, and they loved it. They loved it to
Oh,
pieces. So that was really nice. And
awesome.
I have been kind of obsessed lately with with Commander and EDH. I haven't got any decks yet, but I'm just looking at all the what I would like to build or what how much it would cost. What's the budget? I really like the whole. I mean, I started Magic like really buying the precons in the Kamigawa block. So and then now that this Commander, the or the EDH format, it's really awesome that like I could get back into it, but not the casual four players. You don't know who you're going to attack. I've been watching a lot of game nights. That's why. So yeah. So
Oh, you're
that's
going to
me.
Always attack
enjoy coming
Javi.
back to Magic.
So when playing with Javi, always attack him.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Clint should know. Commander pa lang eh. Attack na attack. If you leave someone unguarded for about three rounds, Javi's gonna eat
Wala.
you up.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey,
Magkamali ka lang eh.
great Alvin. Magic the Gathering. Who doesn't want to go back? Especially now with the Kamigawa set already in
Yeah.
circulation and everyone's getting their decks on. Oh my goodness! Wow, I've been seeing people, even a friend of mine in my Facebook who's 60 plus years old just got back into Magic
Mm.
and he's
Really.
been buying booster packs like heck. Wow. I mean, he's been posting like I bought 2 commander decks and I'm like, no wait, don't destroy that yet. Use the
It's a
commander.
trap. It's a
Yeah.
trap. It's a
Denmark
trap.
knows he's been playing online.
Hi, Kenneth.
Hey,
Hello.
Hi. Hi. Good
Hi,
evening.
Kenneth.
good evening, Ken.
My
Yeah,
gosh,
okay.
magic.
Welcome to the show.
And it's just like next month will be Capena. Is it next month?
Is it already next
Oh,
month?
Yeah, I think so.
And
I
I
think
think
it's next month or
back to
next.
back.
I think it's on April. I can't remember.
March, April. Yeah.
ah,
Holy moly.
and I saw that it's like tricolors now, like the theme of the set along with the Great Gatsby noir
Ugh.
type of.
But I'm enjoying Kamigawa. It's a power set, but
You've reached
Capena might
Mythic
be
again, Denmark,
working
for
on
this
it.
month.
Five more, 30 more wins. I'm
Nice.
platinum
Win.
one.
Okay.
Hopefully, working on it. Hey, how
Nice.
about you? Who? Sorry, my net is funky right
Yeah.
now. So,
Funky right now.
all right, so that was Alvin. Who was next?
Mhm.
Clint,
So
go
I'll
ahead.
go
Clint.
next. Yes. So last weekend we played Dune, but not the Dune Imperium, but the one with the art from the movie. We played that, and it's compared to the original, it's super streamlined. Sobrang dami
Nice.
nilang nawalang feature.
The
Pero
new Dune, right? Uh-huh.
yeah. It's dumbed down. Let me say yung ganung
It's
word,
still
dumbed
down.
down, but it's more enjoyable.
Hmm.
Kumbaga,
Hey, that's good.
mas open siya sa players.
Yeah, more
Which
people
is
can
yung
jump
dati
in.
yeah, round 10 rounds dati and around round 5, and if you made mistakes the first two rounds and you cannot catch up, it's gonna be
Mhm.
a boring game for you and you're not gonna want to play again. But this one, round 5 lang, and round 3 you can have an instant victory like before nga. Pero limited sa 5 rounds, so people don't have to wait, diba? For
Five,
9 more rounds.
quick, five
So yeah,
rounds.
that's yeah, and maraming na walang stuff, and pero hindi siya nawala as in tinapon. Kumbaga nawala pero na integrate sa ibang
Reworked.
bag. Like yeah,
Reworked, right?
like yung other abilities for Bene Gesserit, napunta siya sa isa na lang na faction together with the Imperium,
Mm.
with the Emperor, and it's called now Imperium. So yeah, that's what we're playing multiplayer. For solo, I've been painting and playing Marvel United, and it's really
That's fun.
nice.
That's fun.
Yeah,
It is
Oh
fun.
wow!
yes.
How
So
It's
many
that's
more
easy.
my
United expansions are left for you to collect?
Like a million.
um a lot expansions pa, pero I'm not gonna get them all. I'm not gonna Pokemon them all. So
Like
Pokemon
a
them all.
million
Okay.
more.
yeah. So I'm just gonna get some good stuff. How about you, Kale?
Cool. Me. Good question. For multiplayer, I've been playing a lot of Texas Hold'em up, poker, the
Whoa.
classic games of poker, and
Whoa.
with relatives and my hardcore titos, who
Nice.
thinks
Money?
$1 is
Money
easy
involved?
to money involved, but buy-ins, when you take all. But
Okay. Cool,
the
cool.
whole point is that
Big big and small
it's a
blinds.
family thing. It's a family
Cool.
thing.
Yeah.
Understanding your strategies. It's at one point it's not about the cards anymore. It's about how good you are in bluffing, which is very applicable in some games.
That's poker.
Yeah,
That's
it
That's
is.
poker.
poker in it. Yes, definitely. Now for single player, I've been so busy. 25 hours already in Elden Ring.
I heard
Ah.
a lot. Yeah, it's
Yes.
always on my feed. A lot of my friends are like Elden Ring, Elden Ring. I'm like, okay, I have no time for that, but okay, sure, I'm willing to
If
listen. What is
yeah,
it about?
if you ever played a Souls game before, this is
Mm.
no different from that. But but they were not kidding when they say if you're gonna get to play a Souls game, this should be your first because it's more
Oh, okay.
forgiving and
Mhm.
with the open world mechanic, you can go anywhere you want, start any adventure you want. The game does
Mm.
not hold your hand. I mean, we all know that from software games of Souls always starts with the tutorial with a big boss that kills you in less than 2 minutes, diba?
Mm.
But what they don't tell you is that the moment you're already outside the tutorial, the moment you got in the world, the open world part, you actually see a big boss right in front of you, and you think, should I go to him or avoid him? Well, obviously avoid him.
No,
And
As
tempt
you can
him.
avoid.
oh yeah, you can avoid, yeah.
Pero
Because
you can
it's
kill din, di
so
ba?
fast.
I think
You
some
can if
players.
you're skilled. Yeah. If you're
uh,
skilled.
Yeah.
If your space bar or your jump and is very
The roll, the
quick,
dodge.
dodge and parry.
and the world is vast. The world is so vast, very well
Is it
made.
is it gonna be the new Skyrim?
There are at least 500,000 people playing online, and that's not counting people who are playing offline. Why
Oh.
online? Because 4 players, two to join you as co-op, and one to invade you. One can be your enemy.
Oh, okay.
That's
Mm.
yeah. So a maximum of 3 players can co-op in the game, and then one can invade you as an enemy. Here's a funny thing: as long as you're playing online, anyone can invade you.
Oh, it's like old
Bad
times.
trip yan, no?
Yeah, very
Bigla ka na
very
lang
cool.
papatayin.
As out of nowhere, like, okay, we're all here, we're all 3 of us already. Let's go get this weapon. And then next thing you know it, this guy invades you. No, wait, what?
Is it the same
And then,
aesthetic, color
whoa, look
red?
at this weapon! It shoots.
But what if
Uh,
you just want to play by yourself?
you
You
can
have,
go offline.
Oh,
you have to
okay.
go
Yes,
Okay.
go
offline.
offline.
Okay,
Yes,
okay. I
and the
thought okay,
story is
cool.
so deep. It's very deep. I highly recommend the story. If you've never played a Souls game, Elden Ring is highly recommended as your first. Why? It's more
Mm.
forgiving. Why is it more forgiving? The only penalty for dying is losing your money. That's it.
All of your money.
All
It's
of
all
your
of your
money,
money.
yes,
All of it, right?
Ah,
but
You
you
have to
can
get it back.
retrieve it as long as you go back to where you died.
Uh,
So you have
Oh, it's
one
like
chance of.
wow.
but if you
Like
like
ah.
Like in
Warcraft
other
before.
Souls games,
goodbye.
whenever you
Yeah.
die, your life is cut in half. So
Okay.
you'll have a
Cool.
harder time if you die. So yeah, Elden Ring, 25 hours in.
Cool.
Cool,
How
cool,
about you,
cool. Hi,
Denmark?
Danielin. I haven't played much board games because we're slowly getting back into work week. So
Oh,
a lot of adjustments. But last Saturday, I played Giant King Domino with my son.
Oh, I see the
Yeah,
picture.
I
Yeah.
saw a
I
picture of
saw
that.
that. Oh,
Yeah.
your kid must
My
have been like, wow.
my wife played. What was that game? No, it's an Osprey game where it's a co-op game. The drawing is one point of the jungle to the next. Clint, you have this game. It's a solo game for your explorers. It's kind of like Arnak Art from Osprey Games. I forgot what it's called. Anyway,
The Lost Expedition.
there you go. They played
Mm,
that.
Mm.
And for my
mm.
son to be entertained, we played King Domino. So there was a
Mm.
giant stack of King Domino in all aboard XP, and
Oh yeah, I
to enter.
totally forgot about that. I was also in all aboard. But yeah,
But we were
continue.
there for just a short time, like maybe an hour. We visited, and
Yeah,
sadly we had
I wasn't
stuff to
able to
do.
catch you guys. Yeah.
Right, and my son was really. It was easy. No, it was after four strips, he finally got it. So it's like he was matching colors, and it's like, okay,
Hmm.
that was it. We finished the whole set of the stack of tiles, and
Yeah.
he had fun. So I took a picture of it. So
Nice,
That's
nice.
that
so
was it.
good. All aboard. Did you go to that, Clint?
Hindi, I didn't make it.
I
No,
was,
yeah.
I was there.
You were there.
So
Oh,
that
wow.
was that's the one I forgot. I think I played. I also got some of my again from some friends from the Final Fantasy 14 to come as well. So we played Werewords. I brought a copy, and then I also saw what you call this Tiny Towns. So we
Oh,
played
Tiny.
Tiny
Tiny.
Yeah, I saw
Town.
your picture. Did you
Yeah,
teach
yeah.
Tiny Town?
Yes,
What's up,
yes.
Ron?
So I remember we played it, and so yeah, they had fun as well. They were
Did you
they
bring
were
your
so
site collector's the box
no.
Hey,
with
Luvin.
the metal mic?
Hey, Lewin.
I did bring my 10th edition, but they were there were open copies there of the Ticket to Ride 15th.
Yeah, I saw that one.
So
I was hoping to get to try micro
ah,
micro.
Micro
Ooh,
mic.
was
yes.
there a copy there?
Crime
No, I was
sequence.
hoping that I could show it to my wife and we could try it out, but
Ah,
there wasn't
That's
a
good.
copy.
That's
So
a very good cooperative game. Yeah.
it
And
is,
very
yeah.
hard too. Not for
try.
kids at some missions, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you have a copy. That's good. That's good. If you have a
Mm,
copy.
something like that.
Hey, Roni. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Joanne's here. Cool.
Hello.
And
All
solo,
right.
uh, like Alvin was asking earlier, I'm trying to grind Magic Arena. And we're halfway into the month, and I need to, I need to win a lot of games.
What what what
So we'll
what
see.
what decks are you playing now, or what are you using to
Uh,
climb?
I'm just using two. I'm using the runes because I usually play
Ah,
green,
yeah.
and just to break the boredom, a black, all black control. So those are the two things that I play, and it depends on the
Cool.
time of the day. So if it's morning, you can play the runes. If it's in the afternoon, where everybody's awake on the other side of the world, they're geared up for that deck. So you have to switch that
You have to switch that. Cool.
So there you go. Hey, someone
Uh,
played TI4.
Paano,
TI4
Ah,
in
paano yun? Nasa
Dumaguete.
also
Dumaguete? How?
I think they were
Promote.
watching live and they were playing. Maybe that's what
Oh,
Yeah.
he
I
meant.
see.
Who said that you should be
Eh,
in all aboard to be in all aboard, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
hey, Romani.
So,
Cool. So,
okay.
what will we be discussing today? I think Kyo has it right.
Yes. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen the banner. So we're talking about shows, your latest shows, not necessarily on your streaming services,
I
maybe
have to
on
write this down.
YouTube, maybe and all that. Your favorite recent shows, because we all have favorites. Okay, we all have favorites, but we don't. We have some of us have few recent ones. So even fewer recent favorites. So let's talk about recent favorite shows that you've been watching, which you would love to see as a tabletop game. I know that we're
Yeah.
not designers or board game
Except for
creators.
Clint.
We're except
No,
for
Except
no.
for
Clint.
Clint.
Clint is
Try hard.
way ahead of us there in that kind of aspect. But
Yeah.
we're we're getting there step by step, right? Diba? So what better way to start but with a inspiration from a show that you like or from a movie that you've seen and the like. And even
Yeah.
you
And
folks,
Ooh.
yeah. Well, I would love to see you guys talk about in the comments what particular shows you'd like to see as a tabletop if ever man you had a chance to
So
see
so
it.
yeah.
it could
Great, yeah.
be YouTube, web
YouTube,
Actually,
web
series,
series,
there's a high
Netflix.
chance that a movie or a show will be turned to Monopoly, right?
No,
Or
no, all
Really?
IPs, all
Oh man.
IPs are monopolized
uh,
at some
And-
point in
At
their
some point,
lives.
yeah.
mm,
It's going to be
okay.
monopolized.
To start off
Cool,
the
cool.
whole topic, let's look at these radiotimes.com what I've seen. The top
Cool.
shows in Netflix right now. This will give us a good idea what's happening now in the world of streaming and what shows are people watching, at least the US. Okay. So there's the
Besides
Last
Marvel,
Kingdom. Before
besides Marvel,
yes,
and
besides
besides
Marvel.
Disney Channel.
The
I
channel.
mean
Disney
Disney
Channel.
Plus.
Yeah.
On Netflix, which most of us have, and very few people actually have Disney Plus. We got the Last Kingdom, the most recent series, and what do you call this? Series about the was that old the movie with the same name.
Oh,
Now
from
this is the
Orlando Bloom.
latest. Let the Bloom, yes. I mean that's why this guy looks like this, right?
Hey Sim.
Hey
Hey,
Sim.
Sim.
Okay, so this is a medieval themed one. Moving forward, we got Rick and Morty, who doesn't like some those adult kind of animation with the provoking subjects. We all know what Rick and Morty is. We got Andy Warhol Diaries. Okay, there's no picture about it, but apparently people like that, and it's good. It's actually uh, a story
what the
about
hell is
Andy
that?
Warhol. Hey
Hey,
Edwin
Edwin.
Edwin.
and Cat Burglar. This may look cute, but it's trying to be like
Cat
Tom and
dog.
Jerry
Oh, okay.
with the ultra
Uh,
violence in it. Here's something
All
interesting
right.
that I read. It's by
Sure.
Charlie Brooke, the creator of Black Mirror's Choose Your Own Adventure.
ah,
Oh, but
interesting.
that episode was really good. The
Exa-
Bandersnatch
That
episode. That
yes,
was
Oh,
really good.
yeah.
exactly. That was good, and he's the one who actually comes from. He's the one who actually was part of this Cat Burglar cartoon. It's pretty interesting, though. We got Vikings Valhalla, the
Sponsored na pala
new.
tayo ni McDonald's. Oh.
Oo nga eh.
There you go.
Sana
Baka
naman.
naman.
Right. I'm getting hungry already.
Burger lang. Oh.
Love ko
Nuggets.
yan.
Kahit Happy
This is
Meal
like
toy
years
lang.
after the original series. This is like years after the original series of Vikings. So
Okay.
Valhalla. Yeah, there you
So
go.
it's not the Warcraft dude anymore.
I don't think so. Or maybe he's still there, but years after. One of us is flying.
It's
I
a
guess it's a
teeny.
mystery.
It's a yeah. It's a young adult kind
Mm.
of who done it.
Mhm.
Like
Oh,
something. That's what I saw from the description.
so mystery
So
thing. Okay, that's cool. And then we got Genius, a Kanye trilogy.
It made the
I
top.
have no words.
I'm gonna let you finish, but let's move on.
But wait.
Okay, we
But
got
Love is Blind is better.
Love is Blind. There you go. A reality show. Who doesn't like a reality show? Where actually, I think the contestants here actually don't see their
We just
fiancés.
listen to the voice.
They're
I think
literally
so. Yeah,
blind,
something like that.
or
Literally, love is blind. They don't know who there it is, but they get along with each other. I guess.
Literally blind.
Another one is All of Us Are Dead.
That
Okay,
took
Yeah, yeah,
the Netflix
if
by
you like,
storm.
if you like
yeah.
Train to Busan on a school grounds with no train nor Busan,
But have you seen this series? They did the meta on that one.
they did.
Yeah,
They did really
while the zombies were invading, one of the students said, "Let's train to Busan."
This is not
Oh,
They
the
Train
did
to
the meta
Busan.
on that one.
They
crossover.
did,
Huh?
they did.
What?
Galing. Yeah, and All of Us Are Dead, and let's move a little faster here. Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which
It's
is
still alive?
now the longest running American sitcom ever.
What?
Wow! Look at
Ah.
Danny DeVito.
Still
He's
short.
still alive. Still short. We got the woman in the house across the street
That
from the girl in the window. I have
that
not seen this,
sucks.
but the US likes it.
That
Moving forward
sucks
to
so bad.
this
A
I watched.
Snowpiercer. That's really good.
Snowpiercer is great. I
I've only
love
watched
this.
the movie
Really
though.
good.
The
Oh, the
movie
series
got
series is also good.
explains better than the movie, actually, if you ask
Oh,
me.
really?
Yeah,
Right.
much better. So forget the movie, watch the series. That's my recommendation.
No.
Archive 81. This
I
is
saw
really,
that
really
one.
good. This is good. This is really
It's
good.
it's Cthulhu, but not really.
Oh, really?
Touches on that subject.
Ah,
Yes.
might
oh,
have
I
to
like.
try.
Yeah. Not
Archive
so famous
81.
actors, but at least they get the story out straight, and it's really
And
good.
I like
It's
how they
a little
built the
horror type.
tension and the mystery in this one.
Oh
They
yeah.
Nice,
did it
nice.
well.
Oh dude, I
I'll
want
try. I'll
season
try.
2 of this. And then, of course, there's
Archive.
Ozark,
That's good too.
the latest season of Ozark. I'm not too sure what is it all about. Is this also some
It's
sci-fi?
this guy is he
Are
he
we gonna go through all of these?
somehow he owes the Mexican mafia drug lord like millions of dollars, and he's trying to laundry it to save his life.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the
There you
premise.
go.
So it's like Breaking Bad in a way,
Breaking Bad.
but smarter and more practical.
Practical Breaking Bad. All right, I like that. We got Cheer. So it's cheering
There,
squad. The
exactly.
There you
drama
go.
Ozark, money laundering with family because he
with a
has to
family.
save
It's
his
just a family
family.
show. All right. We got
Cool.
Cheer. And also obviously The Witcher.
But Witcher has a game already, right? So we're not doing
Yeah,
that.
that's right. Yeah, we're not doing
Yeah.
that. So
All right.
and Lost in Space and etc. The scroll bar is way
Yeah, I
And,
know.
Yeah, we got the idea.
good idea. So with all those themes portrayed in Netflix as a top show, there were so many ideas we can throw out as a possible tabletop game. Correct?
Speaking of, someone started it off.
Ah,
yes.
okay. I mean, obviously there's so many digital games over there for that. There's
Riot.
even a turn-based RPG of with the Riot
Riot did.
characters.
They're the ones who did Mechs and Minions, right?
Hmm.
Yes, it is based
Yes,
So
from
yes.
they should do one again. Maybe if they
Yeah,
have more money, extra money.
Mm.
That's what they did with Mechs and Minions. We have extra money. What do we do with this? Make a board game.
With your board
Make it
game,
story
with mini
focused and
colored
combat.
minis.
That would be interesting. And with miniatures. Diba?
Cool.
yeah,
Ah,
all
Art.
painted. You just really have to play it.
All right.
all
So
right. So yeah, we'll have 3 each if that's okay with you guys.
sure,
Yeah.
3 each,
Sure,
and we would like
three.
to hear from the others watching. Maybe you have a show in mind, or a web series, or a YouTube,
Or a movie, pwede ba movie like that?
or a movie,
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Could be
or
any.
movie
any
series.
show.
It's a show.
If you've seen a Broadway show and you want to see it at a tabletop, why not?
Rogers, Captain Rogers. No,
I was thinking
Steve Rogers, the musical.
That's the
Steve
tabletop
Rogers.
game.
the musical, no? All right, cool.
Steve Rogers, the music.
Do this, dude. It's on Hawkeye. Watch
Yeah,
it.
and I think
Watch.
they might be releasing like a full length of the
Musical? Oh, that
yeah.
would be
Broadway
awesome.
show.
Cool.
Nice,
All right,
nice.
sure.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, who wants to start?
You
Go ahead,
start.
Theo.
I start. Okay.
You start, Kid.
My first game that I would like to show that I would like to see as a game
Mm-hmm.
Tabletop is a game called a show
Show.
called The Guardians of Justice. Now
Dude,
this
that's
is
a
such a
rip off.
that
That's
is a
Justice League.
one of the most
That's
cheesiest.
even that's even the background for Justice League.
Exactly. Now, it's a superhero show series. It gives you the vibes of what's that old movie with
Is this
Rorschach?
cartoons?
Rorschach? No, it's half and half.
Half half.
Half half.
Half
Comic
half.
book
Yeah,
style cartoon.
comic book style cheesiness and live
Uh,
Oh,
action.
it's like they vectored the real people.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Okay, cool.
the
merong
story
live
reminds me of
action and mixed with
Watchmen.
the cartoon.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
if anime and if they made this purely cartoon, I'd watch this and want a season two if
Yeah,
I were a
like
man. But they
Invincible, di ba?
yeah, good. Hey, good point, Lynn. Invincible.
Mm.
Everyone's looking for that, waiting for that. So in Guardians of Justice, it's your typical really cheesy superhero
Over the
trope
top.
theme, over
Right.
the top. It's got Marvel, it's got DC, it's got a mix of pseudo characters that you think that, oh, that's Spider-Man, which they don't really hide at all. They got
Gagamboy.
Batman, they got Robin, they got Superman, obviously, you know.
Oh, some
Kung
trivia.
Fury. Kung Fury. Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
Cool, cool, cool.
really?
Seriously?
That's
That's Kung Pao.
Kung Pao, Kung Pao. Am I that old? Oh my goodness. That's Kung Pao.
Pero
Okay.
this one, no, Guardians of Justice is really nice. When I saw it, I haven't finished it yet kasi after 3 episodes medyo na
Mhm.
cringe yan ako. So I have to break.
Very
I have to take a
cringy.
break muna. I have to take a break.
But
But
they
then
actually
I
use miniatures and also dioramas as their props in the background.
mm,
Really?
Mm-mm.
But seeing this poster gives me the Sentinels of the Multiverse feels. I don't know if you get that feels from this one too, but
Yeah. True, but that's only the animation part.
all right.
The live action parts are definitely not like this. They're not that buff. Or maybe one character is buff. The wing, and then Batman's protege
si
who
ano,
became
That's Robin, right?
Darkwing, the old
Red Wing.
Robin, not Red Wing. When he
No,
became
his name in the show, di ba? Red Wing
oh yeah,
pangalan niya.
yeah, Red Wing. Yeah, he became a Rambo type character, even though he's trying to
Sa
portray
DC siya si Red Hood.
Nightwing.
Si
Red Hood
Nightwing.
ba? Not Nightwing. Alam ko Nightwing. Na may mix
I
na
think
Red
so,
Hood.
yeah.
it does
Nightwing.
look
There you
like
go. Thank you, Edwin.
Ayun,
Sentinels of
Nightwing.
the
So,
Multiverse.
what kind of game do I want from this? Obviously, a really cheesy card game, deck building game, like any other deck building game, because it copies it. It copies the most obvious Marvel and DC tropes. So why not copy it also as well on
On a
in
board
a
game
deck
format,
building game?
deck
Yeah,
building.
Sure. Why
deck with
not?
the most cheesiest pow, boom, bing, zip, zap, and all of that, and the most cheesiest. But mind you, this is not for kids. This is R18. Language alone is already not for kids. So
Punong-puno ng
yeah, I mean, it'll be fun to see everyone like, oh look, uh, my Nighthawk, the Batman in the show. Nighthawk now finds this guy. I now have a Nighthawk boomerang. I don't know,
Night
and I can now
Rang?
defeat. I can now defeat the what's the name of the Joker in this show?
Oh my
The
gosh, they
smile,
really ripped
Mr.
up
Smiles.
everything, right?
the
Mr.
smile,
Smiles.
Mr. Smiles.
He takes
Smile.
the lips of his victims and puts it in his
Smile.
own.
Yeah, he
Mm.
rips the lips out of this
You know,
victim. So yeah,
if you're a fan of wrestling, I think si Nighthawk ba si Batman, Nighthawk,
yeah, Nighthawk.
is Diamond Dallas Page, the wrestler, the old wrestler.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
no
And
He's
wonder
playing.
his
He's
Red,
playing
voice.
DDP. He's playing
yeah,
DDP. Is playing that one. Okay.
he's playing, yeah. And the Red Wing is John Morrison, which is a much younger, newer wrestler. So if you're a fan of wrestling, no, ma-recognize mo sila.
No wonder his voice sounds
Cool.
familiar. Like, oh, the night that
Yeah.
this guy died.
It's DDP.
What? You can't
Cool.
bomb the US. We're
Kulang
the
na lang
US of
gumano siya, eh.
A.
Actually, ginawa niya yung finisher niya sa isang
He
kalaban,
did.
yung
I did.
Diamond
I did
Cutter,
notice
gano'n.
that.
Tapos
Yeah.
parang RKO.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's an RKO, right? It's a modified
Yeah, yeah,
RKO.
yeah.
Well, I think Orton did the modified one, but
Yeah.
you know,
Oh,
cool
yun. That's my first
deck builder.
one. Okay. Deck builder for these guys because they all rip it off. Yeah, why not? Rip it off all. Even the tabletop game. Rip it off. Okay. You guys, go ahead. Who's next? Clint.
All right,
Yes.
I'll go
Clint.
next. All right, I'll go next. This one is I've seen this a long time ago na. It's Black Mirror. It's
Mhm.
in Netflix then. But if you like Black Mirror, I also highly recommend Twilight Zone. It's an old
Of course,
series, black
Yes.
and
of
white,
course.
really cool. I think Black Mirror took inspiration from that. So in Black Mirror, usually the ending or towards the end, there's a big twist na you wouldn't even expect it.
Right,
No, sobrang
right.
Yeah.
even in Twilight Zone, sobrang ganon. So what I'm thinking here is like a time stories kind of game. No,
Oh,
every episode in Black Mirror, like there is a let's say a pack scenario pack. Let's say that no and so sa dulo there's an interesting twist that would be nice, diba? Because in time stories there are also let's say a bit of twist in the end then, pero if you put some Black Mirror or Twilight Zone twist there, that would really flip the game upside
Yeah.
down, diba? So that would be really interesting. like y- like you find out in the end you're the bad guys and the monsters you're killing are innocent people in like a concert, right? And
Yeah.
you're like hallucinating, something like that, and in the end you're gonna feel bad. So
Yeah,
that,
that's
that
a
was
great.
wonderful.
interesting.
That'd be
But
Like,
great, I think.
there's a
that's a good
Black
idea.
Mirror. There's a Black Mirror game. The one where you're trying to
The
up your
nosedive,
social, yeah, nosedive your
social
social
Yeah, the
credits,
nose
yeah.
type.
status, right? So
Mm,
Yeah,
I haven't played it, but I know that episode because that was a really good episode. So
mm.
it
I
was.
mean, eh,
It's a
that's
strange
good. Black Mirror with
situation.
the that's nice. The time stories type or
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that would work.
Do you
That
did
would
you
Mm,
really
see
work.
mm.
the part where this guy actually was starring? That episode where he was
I don't
starring?
like that episode. It's like it's
Street
like Street
Fighter.
Fighter.
We will not spoil it for you guys, but you know,
Yeah,
yeah.
it would
Oh, the
remove
boss.
the ano, the
Oh,
magic of the
Luvin said the
episode.
boys, and I'm searching Board Game Geek. There's no the boys game yet.
there isn't.
There
Yes,
was a Kickstarter, The
there was. I
Boys.
saw.
This is gonna hurt. I think that's the full
Yeah,
title.
I know. I saw it before, but I don't think it materialized. It's not here.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't think
there. Wait,
it
is it
was delivered yet,
Speaking of
or
the
I don't know,
boys,
or it was not successful.
the boys spin-off cartoons, the boys
the cartoons?
Diabolical
Oh,
is
there's
now
one.
showing already. Yeah,
There
Mhm.
that's
is
like
one. The boys combat card game, but
Mm. Pero I
nothing.
have
There's
a
nothing.
recommendation for those who like The Boys, which is the premise is ordinary people going against a very strong Superman like
mhm.
They're
evil
not
superhero
ordinary.
villain, di ba? Um you gotta try the Reckoners. So in the it's a
Right.
board game
Ah,
already. The
There's a board game
Reckoners.
too, right? Correct.
Uh,
yeah, by
Correct.
Brandon
so
Sanderson.
kung gusto mo ng The Boys experience in tabletop, gotta get Reckoners. Habang wala
The
pang board
Reckoner.
game, di ba?
The Reckoners.
The
Nice.
Reckoners,
Right.
I'll
yeah.
note that.
The
Yeah.
Reckoners,
There's this
yeah.
Superman. I think it's also a graphic novel that was
It
adapted to
is.
tabletop.
And for I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago, it made a little bit of noise. People were playing it and people were reviewing it.
Mhm.
It's not a really bad game, not really a standout though, but
Oh yeah, it's a
it's not a
dice
bad
Yeah,
roller.
game.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a
So
dice roller cooperative
yeah, because
game.
how are you gonna make a game a fighting game? It has to somehow be random, either use cards or dice. So unless you can
Mm.
find another way to
It
or-
I mean the first book about Steelheart, it could really be something like a one versus many, I don't know, like a dungeon crawler wherein you just have this overlord. Let's say it could be Steelheart. He could be controlling the other epics, and
right.
yeah, and then the Reckoners would just have to, I don't know, maybe it's like pandemic or like action selection with the card, so that
Good
you
Mm.
can
idea.
try
Yeah.
to whittle his life or just find that one spot or
Objectives.
this certain
We
scenario.
should patent this episode. I'm just
The
saying we should.
reckoning.
Yeah.
All right, since you're at
All
it,
right,
what's
that's
yours,
mine.
Alvin?
What's
Cool,
yours,
cool.
Ah,
Alvin?
Black
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Black
I think
stories.
I'm gonna throw a curveball here, and my show is Terry's house.
Terrace
Yeah.
house. Look at that.
Terry's house. So konbanwa, konnichiwa. So it's a show. Yeah, three boys, three girls. It's they all don't know each other. That the show is saying that they don't have a script and they're just stuck inside the house, and it's a really nice slow burn with regards to how they're developing these relationships, etc. And it's also, if you like, you'd like to know what it's like to live in Japan, and well, at least on the Japan episodes, but they also did like a
Hawaii, right?
Hawaii, the Aloha state. So yeah, and my game for this one is like a social deduction game about mundane life. So something
Mundane
like,
life.
so
Who's gonna
something like
go
I love it.
grocery
I
on
love
Tuesday
you
it.
morning?
know who done it. So it's like you'd be fine, you'd be like walking on eggshells with one another, who's dating one another, or you'd like to find out who ate the last pudding in the fridge.
Oh
So
my
those
gosh.
those
Big brother din
mundane
pala ito eh.
mundane stuff. I mean, usually in the show, that's like one of the, like, there would be like a series of episodes that would build up to this like conflict or this. So but yeah, but because of the slow burn, it's such a good build up, and maybe at least for me, it kind of feels natural. So yeah, I mean, if you want to like get out, I mean, but still be inside the house, I guess. And then just, I think it would be fun bickering. So yeah, like a social
Bickering.
deduction.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept,
That would
So
work.
yeah, that's
but I
that's it
see it
for
as a card game, no, without any
Right.
other
I have
miniature.
what's that? I know that game where it's just a couple and it's blue, it's pink and blue and white background.
Fog of Love.
Fog of
Fog of
Love,
Love.
kind of
Yeah.
like Fog
Ah,
of Love
yeah,
feels.
Yeah.
yeah, it could work. But you're now, instead of just the two of you, it would be the six of you.
The six of you.
Six of you. Six
Yeah,
players.
so
Hmm.
some of you will pair up, most of you won't. So most of you
Yeah,
will
and then
have
yeah,
ser-
maybe you have like a secret goal that you
right,
need
right. That
to
would
end up
work.
to this certain person, but maybe that person also has another goal. So
Right.
whoever ends up,
That'll
I don't
work.
know, good work.
Netflix should pay us. So
Love,
Sim says
death,
Love, Death, and
and robot.
Robots.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
love that series as
I
Twilight
really
well.
like
Zone
Sim's
Wait.
comment here, no, Love, Dead, and Robots. I forgot
shorts,
that
right?
this exists,
Shorts.
but the thing here is every episode is completely different.
Different.
So you have to choose one to make a game.
No,
Yeah, diba?
that could work for the game that you were suggesting. Time stories. Each
The time
episode is
story.
like a
Yeah,
Oh,
different,
oh yeah,
yeah.
different one.
cool.
That'll work.
But if
And
you're a
Right.
you
3D
reused.
company, you're gonna make different games from those different
Oh
episodes
Right.
yeah, because
instead
all
of
of them
scenario
are really
pack.
good stories, especially the
Season
first season.
season
One
one
thing
was
I
really
like
good. Season two was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I like the
Not
one with the
Eh.
mechs. You know the one with the mechs and farmers on a different
Oh yeah,
right,
that was
planet
episode
Ah,
right.
and
one. That
yeah.
was
aliens.
so
The
good.
I'm thinking,
reveal at
yeah,
the end.
it's board game material, di ba? It's like a pandemic.
Oh,
It's
You're going against.
Our
what's
defense. I
what's that
was
game
yeah.
that you really rave about, Kyo? The one where it packs itself up.
Huh?
The Starship
What's the
Troopers
game?
game.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
Zero Shift.
Yeah, Xenoshift.
get
Yeah,
it.
Xenoshift.
you know
Zero
shift.
Shift,
Xenoship.
right?
Kind of
Xenoship.
Xenoshift.
shift.
Yeah.
Actual
Mech.
Xenoship.
That would work.
But yeah, redneck robots versus aliens.
Di ba?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that'd be great.
that would
And you
work.
still have to farm.
Yeah, you still
Still
have
have
to
to
Di
take
ba?
farm.
care of the cows and the
Yeah,
sheep.
good idea, di ba?
Like
And you're
keep the sheep in the
defending
barn.
areas with
Ay,
your
sorry,
men.
site pala yun.
And your mechs are only good for farming.
Yeah.
That's a
And
good
carrying
Yeah.
people and stuff.
Carrying
That's
grain
it.
and oil.
Not built for fighting.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Cool. Cool. That'll
terrace
work. Terrace
house.
house.
How about you, Denmark?
Uh all right. Sure. Um Mine is a series. It's a cartoon series because adult cartoons sometimes you just get their humor, others can't.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
this will be mine. Archer.
Archer.
Ah,
Isn't
that's
there a game
awesome.
already with this?
There are two games. One is the Danger Zone board game, but it's like a Saki
Oh, the Danger Zone.
4.8, and one where they used Archer
For
for a reskin of Love Letter.
Ah.
So there's still a way for us to redeem Archer.
There's still a way. There's still a
Hey,
way.
but I wouldn't mind phrasing. I wouldn't mind I wouldn't mind it be because recently we reported that there is a James Bond upper deck, what do you
Deck
call it?
building.
Deck building type
Legendary.
game.
Legends.
Legendary.
Right? Legendary.
I wouldn't mind this being a legendary. There are a lot of characters that they can pull from, a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
things that they can
This is on the
use.
12th season, I think. What's the latest
Yeah, yeah.
season? 12?
I think it's
14?
11, 11,
11.
11 season, if I'm not mistaken. I just watched it, and it never gets old. I don't know how they do it. I don't know with you guys, but
Right.
with me, it's like, hey,
I,
well, just
Oh,
I love the humor. I like the humor. I mean,
yeah, I love
just
that.
know,
Venture
just know,
Venture Bros.
just know what
If you've
you're
heard of that
gonna
cartoon.
expect when you get into it. Because
It's
when I was
crazy.
making
Love
other
it.
people watch it, there's like, what the hell are you watching? I'm like, dude, you should watch the first season so that you understand where we are right
Yeah,
now.
it builds up. Eh.
But Archer is really fun. I like how the humor is the one that they can make use of this one. I hope they don't do a Cards Against Humanity Archer thing. That would
No, that's
suck.
No,
that was
Or
weird.
the
maybe a,
joke has to come organically.
or maybe
When
Occult Express type of Archer where they're trying to get
ah,
something, and then it's a pre-programmed thing that they're gonna do. Let's see, and the comedy ensues with that one where you screw up all of
yes.
the things that you're gonna.
Yeah.
Between
So,
this and Venture Bros, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Venture Bros. Venture Bros
it's
is like
from Cartoon Network, right?
yeah,
The
it's
Adult
a
Swim.
spin. It's a
Hmm?
what do you call this? Not really a spin off. Uh, it's trying to imitate Johnny Quest,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Johnny Quest, but it's more violent and more adult related. I personally enjoy that more than Archer, although it got canceled sooner and
Right.
earlier than Archer because Archer got as a popularity so high. And again, the humor of Archer is great. I mean, it's a slow burn at first. And then
Yeah.
later
And
on, it
then
builds the characters, and then you now know that every time this character comes up, you're like, okay, this kind of joke will be coming out any moment now.
and it never gets old. But you know
It
what? There's
doesn't.
a sad thing. The voice of his mom, I forgot who she is. She died already in real life.
Passed away.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you just watch the latest season. They addressed it there. So there you go. That's mine. Archer. Hopefully,
Archer.
I like a Cult Express type with lots of comedy
Yeah.
in it. Pre-programming heist, something like that. So
Yeah.
there you go.
That's
That's
so
my stop
First
screen
show.
share. Yes, that's
All
the
right.
first one for
All
me.
right. So far, so good, huh? Okay, next show that I have recently watched and have been kind of hooked on is more like a movie type. It's a TV show from the 1970s, which
What?
just came out in Netflix.
Silent Library. No,
Um,
that's the 90s.
it's called similar
when
to
I
Silent
saw,
Library.
when I saw the picture, I also thought it was Silent Library. Yeah.
This is called
What is this?
Masquerade. Okay, this is a Japanese variety show called Masquerade. Now, people don't know it's called Masquerade, but I'm sure you've seen so many Facebook videos of people, Japanese, doing so many ridiculous things like uh, a pool table, a guy who
Oh,
does karate.
are these
I don't
those
know what I'm
guys?
looking at here in
Yeah,
the first
those guys,
picture.
yes. And it's a
Wow.
variety show.
The one who
It's
was playing, who was dribbling a ball, which is a head of a person.
a
Is that the
person.
one?
Yeah, and the one
Okay, okay,
also
Exactly.
cool.
playing table tennis. And
Cool.
then
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
all
that
of
was.
Yeah, the table tennis one. Yeah,
the
exactly.
basics ping pong.
It's a basic space. Yeah, exactly. It's a variety show where every act is judged by the judges, and there's a meter on the right side.
Okay.
If you reach
Okay.
if you reach 14 votes, or at least the audience impact or whatever, you have a chance to move on. It's like America's Got Talent, but not about
Right.
the talent. It's just about how to be innovative and how to
Dude,
catch the audience, how to be entertaining.
dude, what's your idea for a game for this one? I have one. What's yours? What's
Oh,
yours first?
mine. Okay, mine would be a party game where
Uh-huh.
everyone
Right,
has to
right.
do
Going
something
there.
different in order to get votes from the other players to earn enough
Hmm.
points to reach that bar of the thing. And
This
then
will be awesome.
you have to create something out of whatever you're given. Maybe cards, with cards that actually has, like, say, props. Okay, how are we gonna present this
It's
given
like
this
ultra charades.
ultra
Yeah,
charades?
Yeah.
Yes.
charades on drugs. I mean on crack. Charades on crack.
Charade steroids.
what's
Right,
your
right.
what's your idea, Denmark,
Yeah,
for
that
this
was
show?
that was it. That was exactly what I was thinking about. You draw a card, you draw from a stack, right? There's one stack for props, one stack for what you're gonna use it for, and
A
then
theme, yeah, like a
you
theme, and then
combine
you
both of
combine
it,
it.
and you try to make the opposing players agree with you or laugh or vote for you. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
if they laugh, that's a point for you. If they don't, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be
And
fun.
they're gonna put down a card that gives you an equivalent vote number.
Right,
Ganun.
right. That
Oh,
would
it's
work.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
The cards should not say like a particular phrase. It should be a very exact scenario. Like
Like,
we've been playing ping pong, or you have to dribble, then you have to do a crossover. So then maybe you are in teams, so okay, someone has to be the ball. So
Someone has to be the boss.
I saw one that was so random. Kids who are trying to portray a carpenter with a wood uh, carver,
Hacksaw, a saw.
a carver. It carves
Okay.
okay.
wood, and then when every time he pushes the carver across the hole, some kid in brown leaps up and twists and turns like as if he was a wooden
The wooden
shavings.
chicks.
But that's it. That's the whole idea.
That
That
would be a
could
Oh,
fun
that's
work.
game.
hilarious. Or,
That would be a
or
fun
another
Crazy.
party
guy,
game.
with a doll on his back, holding to bike handles, and then he is the bike holding to two
Yeah.
wheels, one wheel in front, one wheel in the back, and he actually moves for some reason. He's gonna
I like
motor it.
I like the
But
one
that's
with
it.
the one in the pole vault. Or is it the pole vault or the one in the gymnast? The guy who's a gymnast,
I think I know
and
that. I haven't seen it
it was
yet.
the one on the, I think, the horse. That's what they call it, and it was his arms. That
Yeah, the
was
one with the
that was
plastic
his
arms
foot. That
again.
was doing this. It's awesome.
Split. Yeah, like, yeah, that's funny. Tsaka yun nga,
Oh,
it's
that would work.
innovative eh.
It
Anything
is. It
for
is.
anything for a audience impact and entertainment. Diba? As simple as that. That's the entire game. Just do silly things given your props and your specific team, and then find out how to do it, and then make everybody vote for you. Yeah, party game.
I just did a quick search in YouTube, and I saw the pool one.
The
The
pool,
the billiards, the billiards
the
one.
billiards. Yeah, that's funny.
Play it.
All the
Play
bald-headed
playing
guys
of
All
it.
the
moving
balls.
back and forth.
And
Have you
this is
seen
coming
the?
to
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yes, it just came out in Netflix, but it's an entire series. Not series, eh? It's a like a movie length, but all
All
the
of
most
Oh,
recent
the
posts.
it's a compilation. Actually,
Yeah,
it's
compilation.
kind of
Yes.
like season one, everything else, season
Is
two.
it like a documentary or like
No,
the
it just
types
shows it.
or
It just shows it.
ah
Cool.
Masquerade.
Cool. That
Masquerade.
will work. Nice,
okay.
nice.
All
Nice,
right.
Awesome.
nice.
Cool.
All right.
Who's next? Oh, it's Clint.
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 Me. Okay, so this is common na, no? Pero not too common. I'm thinking of, I've been watching yung mga Marvel na
Yeah.
series like a
Hmm.
Loki,
Yeah.
Daredevil before,
Yeah?
Iron Fist even, and
Hmm.
stuff like that, no? But I'm thinking there are a lot of board games sa market natin ngayon na Marvel, but Marvel as a whole, like Marvel Zombies, Marvel stuff. But that includes everyone, diba? Every hero.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, let's say Spider-Man, the board game, diba? So it's gonna focus only on Spider-Man and let's say Daredevil and yung mga sa New York na superheroes, and
Hmm.
the villains will be those villains
Also both
na
fair. Yeah.
nagko-crossover sa kanila like Mysterio, Electro. So those Spider-Man villains, no. And let's say it's gonna be like a dungeon crawl or a cooperative game with miniatures,
Yeah.
of course.
That would
Yeah.
work.
'Di ba? Kasi but I think I have a theory kung bakit lahat ng lumalabas na board game na Marvel ngayon is Marvel as a whole, like
Bakit?
sa mga Splendor, buong Marvel. Siguro kasi binayaran na nila yung license for Marvel, ba't mo patitingi-tingiin, 'di ba? Ba't nagbayad ka
Kunin mo na
ng
lang.
license ng buong Marvel heroes ta's pipiliin mo lang yung
But
Spider-Man, sayang pera nila.
But
but
wouldn't
Kaya
they
this
sell
nilalahat nila
more
like
if kasi for example, you let's say they release a standalone Spider-Man na dungeon crawl, and then you just have these minis for this cross minis specifically like Hell's Kitchen, Brooklyn, etc. So sila lang. But
mhm.
then following the whole MCU crossover or yeah, the crossing over, they could just
Oo,
release
'no?
another standalone na let's say the Defenders, and it's still in Brooklyn, but if you own both games, you could just
you
have
can
this
cross over.
big
Ano, 'di
Hey,
ba?
good
scenario.
idea. Yeah.
Standalone. That would be a great idea, no? But why are
I
they
should
not
write this
doing it,
down.
'di ba?
Yun nga,
Why siguro
I
nasa
agree,
clause
I
ng
agree.
contract, nasa clause ng
I would love a
contract na yan.
standalone where you just have like the Iron Man with all of the armor, with all of the
Mhm,
that'd be great.
'di ba? Yeah.
I'd buy that.
So, with regards to that, no, I highly recommend Daredevil na series nila. Promise. If you love
Yes.
Marvel and haven't seen Daredevil on, I think it was on Netflix before, not
It,
anymore. But I highly recommend
yeah.
that. Really nice.
Daredevil is like old boy with their fight scenes. The Korean
Yeah.
old boy,
Uh,
really good.
The
Hey,
alleyway
he's a
scene.
he's a
So
very good lawyer. That's
mm-hmm.
why.
it is.
All good.
Yeah.
There you go. All
And
of those.
imagine the
That's
core box of this game that we're talking about. No, it includes Spider-Man, Daredevil, Punisher, Iron Fist, or those small time, no, superheroes. That would be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
the B-listers.
Moon Knight.
How I wish.
Moon Knight alone is already
Moon
gaining
Knight.
hype. Who knows Moon Knight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Really, he's like the Batman
Mm-hmm.
of the MCU, but
I
no
know
one
Moon
really
Knight.
knows.
That's what they
I
say.
Oh
know I,
yeah.
I know Moon Knight too. Cool, diba? So
So
yeah,
yeah.
hey, good ideas. I like that. I like that. All
Cool.
So
right,
designers,
All right.
okay.
publishers, developers, listening, Queen,
Make it
baka
happen.
Yeah.
naman.
Eh, baka naman.
Yeah,
You
but
have like
Clint thought of
four
that one.
buyers
So
here.
cool.
Ba't may
Oh,
royalty tayo
sige.
dyan?
Alvin, ikaw naman. What's your
Okay,
next
okay.
show?
So for my next show is actually a YouTube show. YouTube show. I have been following it for quite some time, and their animation for me is really for an infographics, kind of a science show. It's really really good. So it's I don't know if I'm going to say this right. I'm sorry, but it's Curse Gesat or In a Nutshell. So they basically feature science shows. What do you call this? what I forgot the law or the paradox. Fermi's paradox, for example, are there really aliens out there, etc. Great filters. So with their art, they really exploring these really cool topics that I really would like. Like for example, there is this a topic wherein like a Dyson sphere. A Dyson sphere is like this theoretical machine that could cover the sun so that you could harness its energy, and a science, not really 4x, but maybe like a Euro action
Mhm.
selection or management game wherein these countries, or sorry, these maybe planets could be racing to harness. Well, it is kind of a game that I own as Sol, but the sun is
So
dying
yeah.
there. So, but here at least you just want to harness the sun. I mean, with then there there is also this topic about the immune system and the way that these guys is in a nutshell are able to portray the immune system. It's really interesting how each of these different cells are able to protect the body, how they are. It's like for cells, you just, I mean, the way that one of their episodes, so they're really showing what goes in your body when let's say you have a wound. And it's really funny because they portray it as for you it's just nothing that you get a cut, but for yourselves they feel that
It's
it's like the end of the
war.
world. It's war. The sky suddenly opens up, billions of bacteria come in, they have to.
That's cool.
It's really entertaining how they portray it. And then now all of there is a show like this as well, the Cells at Work. It's an
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
anime show, so it's kind of like that as well. But yeah, but this show, it has a lot more different topics as well. So yeah, that's it for
Is
it.
this
Could I
in
Cool.
Netflix?
No, this is in YouTube.
Where
They
can
have like
YouTube?
10
Forget
Right.
that.
minutes Yeah, in a nutshell. So very
Infographic. Oh.
Cool.
it's an infographic
I gotta
show.
watch that.
So yeah, you guys have to try. Not
That's
sure,
awesome.
Dwayne. We have been discussing. They even have topics about existential crisis, even about the drug war. So they really, I mean, but with their
Wow.
Mhm.
graphics, it's really clean, crisp, and they
Things
have this
things that I
anime
learned.
ducks.
Things that
So
I learned from VP. I'll check that
There's
out.
actually
it's
a
awesome.
First guess
Facebook
what?
page called the Infographic
Ang
Show,
ganda
I
nga
think.
ng
That
art,
actually has
no? I
the
saw it.
same
I'm
ano.
watching.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really
It's like
Nice.
all
the art
vector.
in Dumb Ways to Die. That's the art.
Oh, that's what they
Yeah,
use.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Smooth
kind
vector
of
stuff.
smooth
Yeah.
vectors. Yeah, really entertaining. Yeah. So
I
yeah,
Cool.
like
that's
that.
it.
Cool.
Curse Gasat.
First,
See it again.
What
get
kind of game are
I
you
don't know.
thinking?
Sorry.
For those that their topics about the like the Dyson sphere, maybe like as I've said, like some act where you have like a
So
board.
is it a trivia game or kind of like a
No,
concept?
no, I want it to be a Euro. I want
A yarrow. You're gonna be a yarrow with cubes.
guys,
Go
we're
away.
building a you're I mean countries will be racing like to build a space elevator or a Dyson sphere. So I would like it to be a Euro. And then for the, I mean, for example, for the whole immune system, it could be like a worker placement wherein you activate different kinds of
Mm.
cells.
Oh, so it's
You
different
want,
games.
yes,
Ay,
different games
naman.
Each
because
episode is a
they have different
expansion.
yeah.
Or
Cool.
a whole new
Cells
game.
at work
Small
came
game
Yes,
to
it
my
is.
changer.
It is.
mind.
Cells at work. Yeah, yeah.
Parang mint,
Especially
no? Parang mint. Small games na iba-iba, pero they're all under the word
where
under
they,
Curse
yeah.
That. That's nice.
I
I
should
like that.
I should already be writing to them so they could produce games with their art. It's really great.
It's
Art.
German. It
Mhm.
sounds German, so they might be interested to
Yeah,
sell their rights
maybe.
to German companies. Cool. Cool, cool,
And
cool.
that's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Curse gets sad. Okay.
Curse.
Again. All right, my turn. My turn more on cartoons, and I think that's
Mhm.
my theme for this one.
Hmm.
It's gonna be Final Space.
Chukini po.
Yes,
Oh,
that
chocolatey,
mooncake,
chocolatey.
that
Okay.
green
Oh, dude,
fluffy
the
thing.
last season of this was so
Epic.
emotional.
Yes.
Dude, I
You
swear,
have to
me and
watch
the
it
wife were
again.
like, "Mga ganyan kami." Like, hey, this was supposed to be comedy. At the end, only one
I
of them
think
was comedy, and
Sorry,
I
Kyo,
think
it's
that was
never
after
worse.
Gary.
season two, it wasn't comedy anymore. Mid
It wasn't
season two
at
was not
all,
comedy
yeah,
anymore.
at
The
all.
Ilang
first
season na ba
season,
'to? I only watched season
third,
1.
Three
third.
seasons.
Ako rin
Oh,
season 1
dude.
din ako when
Hmm.
Mooncake was stolen
Right.
So I
And
have to watch it again.
so
Mm.
it's basically about this guy in the middle who is a
Yeah,
kick out of the space academy who
kick ass, kick out.
falls in love with the ace pilot, and the ace pilot disappears, goes on a
Adventure.
quest to
Yeah.
save that girl, eventually meeting this ragtag band of heroes. So, with that in mind, that would also be a good co-op game where you're gonna fight this big baddie, maybe a quick dungeon crawler,
Mm-hmm.
or a small.
Mm,
It
yeah.
kind of like that zombie. I'm
Space
missing names
Cadet,
of games right now, but that zombie game from
Zombie
Flying
side.
Frog.
Zombie Side,
No, from
Flying,
Flying
flying
Frog.
frog. Last night on
Last Night
Earth.
on
Last Night on
Earth,
Yeah.
Earth.
Last Night on
Kind
Earth,
of
Last on Earth.
quick hit like that with
objective
different
based.
scenarios that could work.
Final
Hey,
space.
Mm.
No.
why not? And also, if they could make figurines for this one, that would be so cool. Also, but
Oh, for no, for Moon
Yeah,
Pie.
eh,
Oh,
moon
ikaw
collectible
cake.
malaki.
'yun.
Why
Mooncake
not
pala,
make it
Mooncake
a
pala.
highlight right now? Denmark is just there on your
Yeah,
shelf.
it's behind me. Uh,
Yeah.
see,
Chukati!
let's see what happens. I think there
There.
he's right there.
Mooncake.
Mooncake says
There.
hi.
Okay,
He watches over.
But
Yeah.
Mooncake gets pushed in the
Star
background after
Killer.
mid season two, right? Right? He
Right,
was pushed
right.
so
But
back in the background.
that would
Ah.
work. I would
But
like to see a game.
who's that guy with the six eyes? The savior.
He's I have
the
no idea. It's so
board.
weird.
He
He reproduces on his own. He has he's,
he's got
he's
a son as
kinda
old as him.
he's kinda gay but not really, but he is, but not lesbian now, and he's not.
his
It's like
his son speaks
What the?
Spanish.
right, dude, he's so weird. It's like he's everything that they cannot think. He's every trope that they cannot fit into all in one. He's that guy.
And he's like the
All in
character
one
to look
now.
out for.
Yes, he can be whoever you want him to be. And
I
Kevin
want
is the robot that's comic relief.
Kevin.
So,
Okay, I thought it was
I'd
Gary.
that
love to be
one, the one that
Kevin.
they hate, the one who likes
Kevin.
cookies.
Yeah.
Everyone's cooking.
Who couldn't
I
even
wish
cook?
that
But like
guy
that.
had a
Kevin,
had a side cartoon. This
Kevin.
guy, the guy with six eyes. I
Right.
wish he had a side
He
cartoon
has
all about his
his own series,
adventures,
right? How he became like that.
or at least all his other
The
adventures
Toy
after this whole
Story.
thing.
Right.
Kamukha
Okay.
niya yung sa
The
Toy Story na
The
alien.
Liberator.
the aliens, right? The one who says the
Oh,
claw.
yun.
Like all into one. So Levin is
Wow.
saying all cartoons like Silverhawks, Biker Mice, Voltron, Bravestar.
Oh,
Ah.
I think Renegade is on the Renegade is doing
the
this right now.
Hasbro
The
train.
Hasbro trip. They have Transformers and GI Joe recently, so maybe there's a hope for Silverhawks and who knows, Voltron. Voltron should have one, right? It's about
The
time.
old one or the new
The
one.
lions, the lions. I
No,
still
no, I
say
mean
the
the
old
old
lions. The old
version, the
lions.
old lions. Yeah.
Dude, the new ones like the new ones that they're trying to do doesn't really do it for me. Like they did He-Man. It's like, what the hell is this?
Hey, I like how what they did with He-Man. Okay, a whole new
I
side of
know.
He-Man.
It's still not it
But
for
the
me. It's
Voltron,
Working
like
for
yeah,
you.
you know,
the Voltron
I can't
doesn't
I
work.
can't get past the jaw of the new Voltron. Like, dude, that's like a square jaw, man. What's happened to my anime robot?
So
That's not anime enough for me.
that's my that's my second one, Final Space. Hopefully they could come up with something like Last Night on Earth, quick scenarios, co-op that you could do. Hey,
Yeah.
I'd get it.
Yeah.
There you
Ooh,
go.
Yeah.
ooh, that was such a good
You
choice.
could pick different characters, right, to go on
Yeah,
that trip.
you can
Yeah.
use
I
whoever,
thought
because all of
that.
them have uses. No matter how useless you think they
Right.
are, they do have uses.
And they all have potential unlockable
Right,
abilities.
right. They
Yeah,
all can
yeah.
take over.
I don't want to
So
spoil them
that
all. I
works.
don't
Cool.
want to spoil them to people still watching it.
I'd
But
want
yeah,
to
they
play
all
that.
have special abilities. All
Final Space
right.
is really good.
Can we
What's
still
yours,
go with
Theo?
number three?
My last
Last
one.
one. Yeah, yeah. Just
Last
a
one.
quick
Yeah.
one.
Okay. Hot ones.
Oh,
The show with hot guests and even hotter questions. My idea of the game here is that there's always a harsher penalty for someone who can't answer the question.
Oh, so it's a party game,
Party
kinda
games pa
like.
rin.
Cool,
But only this
cool,
time
cool,
it's
cool.
you're aiming for points, you're trying to get the scores, but if you cannot answer your questions, or at least example, who among your friends, it has to be everyone point at to the your friend that with the least talent.
Oh my
One, two,
gosh, I
three.
oh
wouldn't
my
want to
Everyone
play
say
this game.
god!
I'm not gonna play this game.
I'm gonna tap
oh,
out.
if you do not point, you have to get a penalty, a very
Dude,
harsh
nah,
one.
I'm not gonna play this game.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Like, okay,
Or maybe I can see the point at myself.
diba? Who has a a very scandalous video in their phone right now? Who do you think would have one? One, two,
Ah,
three, and then the
let
point.
me.
This
Like that.
this game is inviting war. That's all I can say.
Only for the closest of friends or
Yeah, I know,
frenemies.
I know. Even for the closest of friends, it's gonna end up in war.
Why
Fo.
am I the guy with no talent? Did I give off that impression? Really?
Hey, but I mean, games like this, if everyone's in on it, like they know what they're gonna get into, why
Yeah.
not? It's gonna be a fun game, right? So,
Hilarious.
so
Yeah.
who know? Who knows? It might work. I mean, Munchkin worked.
Munchkin, yes, they did. And the thing is, the hot ones actually do have a game already
They
out.
do.
They
Do
do.
do they
And it's
provide the spice? No.
they
The hot
provide the
sauce.
three sauces, the mild, the one of the medium ones, and obviously the last dab. And they provide nuggets.
Oh.
It's a big bag. It's a bag of nuggets with like
Wow.
with cards and also what do you call this?
Ah, they do
The
truth or
question.
dab. It's truth or
Yeah, yeah,
dab.
to the dab, yeah.
Truth or dab.
Yeah,
Cool.
same goes. Hi, I'm Sean Evans, and you're
That would
watching Hot
work.
Ones.
I'll be afraid to play that game, but if everybody's in
Hey,
on it, sure,
On
why not?
it, on it, yeah.
Denmark could fit in, Sean Evans. Look at that. This camera, this
guy
camera, this
guy
camera.
with no hair. And Roni was saying they were late to the party. They just watched The Greatest Showman. So, Greatest Showman, but set collection of unique circus members. It's a
Good
race.
work.
It's a
Ooh.
race to collect
I have
those
a
characters, right?
So
I have a
sushi go.
I'm
recommendation if
even thinking
Ron is
it's like a
willing.
set collection. And then you maybe like Fantasy Realms type of thing
Oh
wherein
yeah, yeah.
once you're able to draft this
Right.
unique characters, you show them and then they combo at each other. Maybe you're
There's a
building
board
like
game already. Eh. Barker's Row
Greatest
ba yun?
Showman? They
Barker's
do?
Row. Hindi, no, it's called Barker's Row where you
Uh-huh.
have
ah
it's like a trick
a
taking
carnival.
game nga lang
The one that
where
looks
you
like Mysterium for Mysterium
uh
Park. The cover that looks like Mysterium Park,
oh
right?
yeah, yeah,
Barker's Row.
Barker's Row something like that. Yeah.
Cool.
Ah, cool.
That'll work. And
But the
and
the fa-
I don't.
the Fantasy Realm style is also cool, no? Parang nagko-collect ka ng ano mo, crew. Kaya
Yeah,
may the midget or the largest
You're
man in the
getting them from
world.
the outcast group, right? The discard pile. You're getting them from the
Mm.
outcast, and
yeah.
you're making your own. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. But you know what I mean, right? That's
Yeah.
Yes,
that's how
yes.
the story went.
It makes sense, di ba?
So
Thematically.
you're
Yeah, it
getting them from that group, right?
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
need this. Okay, one man's trash is another man's treasure again. So
Exactly.
So you don't want that? I'm getting that. I'm
I'm
keeping
getting
it.
this one.
If you have the smallest
Sure.
man, it's like plus 50 points if you have the tallest man, di ba?
Cool.
They
That
always
would
have a
work,
combo.
right?
Yeah, it
Mm.
will work.
If you have the short man, that's nothing. But if you have both of them, That's 50
Right,
points.
that would
If you
work.
have two midgets and you have a boxing ring,
That's 1 point.
that's
Oh my
that's the usual. That's the usual in the movies, right?
We're gonna get so soon. No.
We're gonna get canceled.
Anyway, I don't think we
All
could
right.
show Lubin's suggestion, but yeah, that would work.
Yeah, that would work. Yeah, you know what? I've seen that.
That would work.
And boy, oh boy, oh
No, but
boy.
movie suggestion could be like a reverse. What do you call this? You know, this the strip poker, right? So it could be a reverse strip poker. You do start naked, but then you
And then you
eventually
first one to get dressed. First
yes.
one to get dressed.
Your first one to have complete.
Ganun laro
Yeah.
niyan bago umalis. Para ma-force mabihis.
Well, or everyone has paper dolls.
That would work.
Okay, we got the underwear here. We got the shirt here, and we got.
Everyone.
It's like what do you call this? Tokyo, King of Tokyo. Only
King of
this time
Tokyo.
you're trying to dress up your guy.
You're placing
Woo,
stickers. It's a
Barbie.
legacy game. Place
Hey, puta,
stickers on the
Barbie.
Oh, so you all start in a jungle, you know, like kingdom death monsters. So there's no not really monsters, but or rather there would be, but then you want to get dressed.
All right. Okay, go
Cool.
on, Clint. Your last one.
Okay,
All right.
what's
My
yours?
last one is not a TV show. But it's
Mhm.
pro.
Sure.
You can see it on Netflix. And I recently watched this. It's Don't Look Up.
Oh
So
yeah, I
Mm,
love this
really
show.
good movie.
Love this
so the
movie.
movie is about for those who hasn't seen it yet. Pero if you haven't watched it, 'di ba? It's your fault. It's been out a long time. So kung mas-spoil ka, sorry na lang. But it's about a meteor. Kasi it's been a long time. It's out
Yeah,
na eh.
no, but it's still the premise, right? The meteor is gonna hit
The
Earth. That's
meteor
it.
is gonna hit, but the people are not listening. It's like business as usual for the
Yeah.
politics, for the businessman.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of it's like a semi-cooperative, like it's competitive, right? But you have to like cooperate to what do you to prevent the
Meteor from
thing,
hitting.
The
diba?
The meteor, yeah.
disaster.
Yeah. But of course, everyone has their own objectives. Like
Nice.
Agendas.
think of like
Right.
You have
Nice.
to bark it. Yes, nice. Okay,
think of
na.
Root
Like
or
Dead of
Vast.
Winter.
No,
Dead
but
of
Yeah,
Dead
like
of
that
Winter.
Winter
Twitter.
only has objective cards. But this one, I'm
Right.
thinking like Root or Vast, where your game is totally different from another person. Like you are the
Mhm.
president. The other one is like the Elon Musk of
Mhm, mhm.
stuff, di ba?
That would work.
That
And
worked.
Asymmetrical.
that was the
Mhm.
game
Nice.
ends
Do they? Oh,
in a
that's
style of
Atlas ideas.
Blood Rage Ragnarok. It ends in that way.
Everybody dies.
Everybody dies. So
Yeah.
whatever, how
There,
many people you get in the whatever escape route you can find or you
mhm,
can
mhm.
come up with, you
Or
gain points
objectives
equal
you
to that.
finish, right? That would work
You
too.
gain
Yeah,
additional points
yeah.
only, but you win if you get your objective right. Like if you complete your objective, but you get additional points if you get people out. You know what I mean? Like if you get to
Yeah,
this
Hmm.
to
spaceship or
actually
you find a
survive.
way,
Yeah.
Right.
you find a way, or actually if you can like cooperate good enough, you can prevent the thing from happening. So
Yes, because if they did it in the beginning, then there wouldn't be any movie. Anyway,
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That was in the
And in five
movie.
minutes.
That's the whole premise
they
of it all
it's like
along.
they
15
they
minutes.
didn't U-turn
That's it.
for stupid mineral.
It's
But
done.
yeah, one
there,
game
there has to be
example.
like a visible timer, so everyone's panicking. They
Oh
couldn't
yeah,
still
Right.
get their objectives,
Doom
and
crowd work, like
Yes,
specific set of
and
rounds.
the timer continues no matter what. Right? It
yeah,
doesn't stop.
Mm,
It
mm,
doesn't
yeah,
stop.
it just doesn't stop. Yeah.
yeah. One
Cool.
thing similar to this in the market right now is the Great Wall from Awakened Realms. It's you
Awaken realms,
are
right?
China, no different, let's say different clan in China, and
Building the wall and defending it.
mm, you are actually protecting the wall from
Mm-hmm.
the invader, which is the
Vader,
Mongols or
right?
Genghis Khan. So you have to work together to prevent the game from
Invasion.
ending, for the
Mhm.
invasion of the enemy AI. But at the same time, you have to compete. 'di ba? So it's really nice concept.
That
Pero
that
wala
that
ako noon
would
eh.
work.
Didn't back.
Okay, so
That's
that's
expensive.
premise.
Oo nga
Are
eh.
there a lot of semi-co-op games coming out? I,
Recently,
I
Mm,
the last I think the last semi was New Angeles semi-co-op.
most of the games that are coming out are mostly solo highlights. They
Mm,
have a lot of solo games that would really a solo aspect of the game that would really highlight the game. Most of
Mm.
it is coming on that angle. So
uh,
the Dead of Winters, the Don't Look Ups of Clint, it's rarely coming out. There's none of it
uh,
so far.
Oh yeah. The
It
semi.
doesn't come
The,
out.
the the one semi-co-op I can think of that was recently released was the Nemesis Lockdown. It's a
That
mm,
semi-co-op
one.
din eh.
Hmm.
mhm, mhm.
Or
You have
they're
your
gonna
own
come
approach.
out with the storybook types, RPG. Those are the types that are coming out that are semi co-op
Mhm.
or co-op, fully co-op. Okay,
I think
that's cool.
the problem with semi-co-op kasi is if the game ends where everyone failed, right? For example, na invade yung China nga in the Great Wall, it's
Yeah.
like hindi siya fulfilling for the players. Like, what happened? Who won? The country won. It's like,
Sabagay.
yeah.
especially if you're competitive, right? So yeah.
Oo.
That
Game of
would work
Thrones
with me.
Catan is also semi-cooperative. Game of Thrones Catan.
I haven't played that
Game
yet.
of Thrones. Don't you have to cooperate there to stop
Catan?
the invasion? I mean,
The white, the White
the White,
Walkers.
yeah, the White Walkers. I think
Is it like that in
Which
Catan?
game you're talking about? The Game of
the one that
Thrones board game?
you have to I call this the how much you're gonna spend to give to the defense every
I
I
turn
think
I
between
think
I
the
it's
think
a
only
that's
two
the
board game.
board
players.
game,
That's the
not
board
the
game.
Catan one.
Yeah, the
There's
original
a
board game. Yeah,
Game of Thrones board game din kasi, but I'm not sure if there's a semi-cooperative aspect to it. But in Game of Thrones Catan, there's a wall also, the wall in the north. And
yeah.
if prevent mo rin from I forgot the name, the free folk from
Yeah,
coming in,
from coming
Walkers.
over.
which
Okay,
Mhm.
Okay.
destroys the land. So yeah,
Louis was saying,
that's mine.
cool.
Oh,
The
Invincible, yeah.
look up. And now you
Invincible.
see me. Will be a fun game. I don't know how you're gonna do
Magic.
this.
Cool.
Is it a
Maybe like
Tricerion?
It's like a heist.
Precarious
It's
or
a
like a
heist.
Trick
heist.
taking game, literally.
Heist. Doesn't escape plan. Isn't that a
Escape
heist
plan.
game? See, I'm
I
getting better now
haven't
with the
tried.
titles.
It's
I
all
Now
coming
I
haven't
back
tried
cannot
to
it.
you.
remember the one who made that game. I know the game.
I was
Lacerda.
It's in the
thinking
top of my head.
Vital? Vital
Lacerda.
now you
Lacerda?
Vital
see me
Lacerda.
can be
Lacerda.
No.
in the style of the crew.
Yeah, not
And
talking,
Diba?
but
yeah,
actually trying to get an objective done. Hey, that would work.
because that's what they
Diba?
do,
Yeah, that
diba?
would
They
work.
like they do
Burger
their stuff
Burger
without
Bros.
talking,
Without
basically.
Allow you
Yeah.
to
talking,
talk.
right? The crew
Burger
is not Bros also does that.
Burger
I'm
Bros.
not
No,
sure.
let's say
You can talk with
you
In
can talk
Burger
to man
Bros.
like, okay, use this
Ah, okay.
ability, get this guy over
Mm-hmm.
here, gonna do something so I can get the treasure here. That's really cooperative. But the crew, you have to
Trust.
trust your other members
Yeah.
that they will be doing something that will help you your objective. The thing is, there's
You have to
so
feel.
many ways. Yeah, you to feel. Remember that
Cool.
scene that where they were passing the card
Yeah.
up,
Mm-hmm.
Epic scene.
from the eyes from the guards?
Mhm.
That's
Yun.
good.
Doon pa lang, that's already a game in itself.
Cool. All right, Alvin. Alvin's
Okay.
turn.
So tomorrow will be
Wow.
will be a new
Future.
season for this show. So it's a sport, and it was recently, well, four seasons already adapted by Netflix, and it's Formula One Drive to Survive. So
Oh, you know.
there, and the
I
game,
bet this is a euro.
it is a Euro.
I
Definitely a
bet
Euro.
it's about researching your gas and your tech and your pit crew and everything else.
You
I bet
think
this is a euro.
you
About
think it's
pushing
about
your
racing,
cube.
but it's not. It's a
It
management
was
game.
it's a management game, most
All right,
definitely.
Racing,
all right.
wrong.
There are there are games like
F1 manager in like in phones or digital spaces. So uh, I have been actually trying to think of something along these lines. I've only the recent racing game that I've played that I'd really like to emulate is the one from Flamme Rouge. I think it
Mhm.
was really elegantly designed, and it kind of have some similarities. You have two bikers in Flamme Rouge. You actually have a team of also two drivers here, and the one difference only is that in Flamme Rouge they are working together, but here they're actually, because they just want to be first, no, and but so there could be a racing aspect to it, but I'm just not sure how to really emulate the speed, and because that's where the drama is on the speed and on the so in Flam Rouge you just have like a lap or it's a sprint, but definitely in F1 you have lots of the Formula D
Paano pag
is not
80 laps din?
exactly right. The Formula
No,
D.
wait. I have an idea for this one. Maybe
Uh-huh.
if you up, there will be a track where you upgrade all of your stuff, right? And then it will equivalent to movement speed. So if you're like in tires, if you upgrade your tires for like two, it's equivalent to one movement. And if you equivalent your
Yeah,
if
that
you
would
add your
work.
something like that,
Definitely. Definitely, because tires play a huge role in these races. But the thing is, like with Formula E, no one wants to count. Count all the spaces. I roll a
Mm.
30-sided die or something like that, and I have to
Like,
count 30 spaces to move. So that's not really
dude,
nice.
it's a euro. You can just make a track on who's
No, no, no.
first.
That's
That
that's for
that
the
the
racing
track would
part.
be
No
the
one,
points. The
and then
track
no
would be
one
the
wants to count
points,
20 cubes. Like, I'll give me 20 cubes.
right?
and then the cars will be represented by different colored cubes, and then that you just push it forward. Like,
Yeah, just push it.
Right.
Push.
So it's
Yeah.
it's a race to 100 points, right? So if you upgrade this on your turn, that scores you 15 points,
you know,
right? So
the
just
thing
in
Yeah.
movement.
with the tire, it's a good idea. The tire starts with a high value, but every round it goes
Yeah,
down. It
deteriorates.
Definitely
deteriorates. Now
degrades.
it's up to you when you want
Right.
to go to the pit stop,
Yeah.
right? When you want to
Exactly.
Lose
go,
a
That's
lose a turn. Lose a
definitely
turn.
yeah.
Ah,
because it's all
One of
about
my
the tech, di
friends
ba?
burnout. Ganun.
when I was pitching this, one of my friends, they were even saying that you actually lose game time on how long
Right.
your pit stop is. You can't get back your car on the racetrack. Or they were
Ah,
telling that your pit stop
Hey.
should be a puzzle. So you're like arranging stuff
no.
on the
Wait,
May
side.
mini game.
A
you
mini game, exactly.
you
Yeah,
can
So
do
you're
that.
alam mo yung Tamiya, meron kang Tamiya, tapos papalitan mo yung wheel.
Oh,
tapos
yeah,
tapos
I
hindi
did.
mo mapasok kasi hindi mo makita maayos, no? Tapos nanginginig ka pa, di ba? No, that could
exactly.
be
Butas ng butas.
that could be mitigated. That could be represented with like your tires. You're getting cards that are trash, and it will
Mm.
eat up your space, something like that. No, so it will
Yeah,
it
that
will
it would work.
delay you how many turns before
Yeah.
you can actually fix it. So Kanban. I haven't played Kanban. It's a long game.
Kanban.
I'd love to
Ako
play
naman,
that as well, but yeah, kind of
ako
like
naman,
Canva.
my
Mhm.
idea for the Formula 1 is the Gale Force 9 Spartacus rules.
I haven't
Na
played that.
Okay.
the management around that, you deal with dealers, you get as much as
Yeah,
you can, you hire
it's nice.
people, you
That's
hire
nice.
everyone,
Yeah.
and then
Oh, that would work.
at the end of each round there's always a race. There's
Mm.
always
Hmm.
a race at the end of each round to see how it goes, and there's always a winner, there's a loser, and then we move forward to the next season, or in this case the next turn. Ayan na, improve
Upgrade.
your crew,
Upgrade.
upgrade your materials,
Shenanigans again.
shenanigans. Yeah, yeah, and no
Perfect.
cubes, no cubes, but there's money involved.
But that would work. That
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 would
would
work.
work.
I really think maybe it should be designed by Lacerda as well. So you
That would
get
be a
the
long
full
game.
you
It's a
get the full
long game, man.
experience. So
Cool.
yeah, that's it for me. Formula
Cool,
One
cool,
Drive
cool.
to
Cool
Survive.
Nice,
idea.
very
Cool.
nice, very nice, cool.
My turn for my last one. The last of
Yeah.
this is me going back to being introduced to a web series and falling in love with this web series. So it's old, but
Ooh.
it has sentimental
Old is
value. But this
Wonder
is
what it is.
the Guild from Geek and Sundry.
Ah,
So
yeah.
it's
oh.
an old one. Wait, for gaming terms, it's old. Okay, but the guild is they're playing WoW. They are playing WoW or some random
Uh,
RPG character
Mhm.
created things game, and they're tackling things in real life. How do they handle it in real life? Sometimes they forget that they are in real life and they're acting like they're characters in the guild. So it has that season, and of course that's how you build your friendship. It starts in the game and then it becomes your friends in real life, and you have love
Mhm, mhm,
interests and whatnot. So that's how that's the story of the guild. But I'm seeing this one, I would like to play this in a roguelike type of game, different characters, different abilities, and then trying to get to a dungeon, kind of like STS, Slay the Spire, with
mhm.
all of these characters and their quirkiness and their weirdness.
But
Or
do you
maybe
get
you can play
random?
two each.
But do you get random event cards that you have to throw out the trash now, or you have to
Yeah,
wash?
it stops the
If
game.
the delivery
Great,
So
arrives.
great.
Stop the
Ah,
game.
inter- internet internet disconnection.
Oh,
So
there's
That would
force
be the bad
multiply.
event.
Okay.
right, so
Instead
something
of
like that.
actual monsters, you these are the
The
what
real
ifers
life
that
problems will hit you, right?
nice.
That'll work.
It
Isn't
would
there
work. I could.
a web series or
Run out of food.
comic books web called Looking for Group LFG?
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah,
But
it's same concept as this as the guild, yeah, but it's more comic book style.
this one is the first intro for me on a web series, and I'm like,
Mhm.
ooh, that works. That's nice. Oh, or
Ooh.
this is my free throw in, Doctor Horrible, where you're a bad guy and you're trying to be. Have you guys seen Doctor Horrible? Neil Patrick Harris fighting Nathan
No.
Fillion. Oh, dude,
No.
you need to watch that. Doctor
On
Horrible.
Netflix
No, it's
or YouTube?
it's an old for people watching. Help me out. But it's
It's like
really
no one
good.
knows
It's like
that.
a 25-minute to 30-minute short movie where he's trying to be a bad guy, but he really can't be because deep inside he's really nice. And the good guy is really the bad guy.
What the hell?
Find it, Doctor Horrible
Parang
sing
chaotic
along.
na.
Ah,
It's
it is a musical comedy.
it's a musical
Drama.
comedy, and it's a really good one. I'm still waiting for Doctor Horrible 2, but
Sounds
something
like
like that.
Gru. Gru.
Gru, yeah, but I think that's where they got it. No? So there you go. That's my third idea for
Nice,
Mhm.
for a
nice.
show. I look for Doctor Horrible,
That
but
reminds me yung the guild. There's a game na it's called D6. Dungeons, Dudes, Dames, Danger, Dice, and Dragons. It's a board game pero you're playing the role of players playing a role-playing game. So it's like what you said.
meta.
Yeah.
Meta. That's nice.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys should watch this. I'm serious.
Sige,
It's
pakita nga.
one of
I'll
the
look for
pillars of geekdom.
it.
Nice.
No,
I'll
actually.
try to find.
It's so
Doctor
small.
Horrible.
Doctor
Oh,
Horrible sing along blog.
sing-along vlog.
Yeah, so
Hey,
if you could.
isn't that the guy in from what's that sci-fi show? What's that?
Firefly.
Firefly. Yeah, Firefly.
Yeah, that's his nemesis,
His
Captain
nemesis.
Hammer. That's his name,
He's
Captain Hammer.
camera. Is like,
So if you guys
oh, okay. Hey, isn't this the
can find
premise
that.
for what's that movie? That animated movie? Megamind.
No, I don't.
Ganon din
This
ba
is
yun,
old.
Megamind? He's trying to be bad but he's actually a
He's
good
really
guy.
good. Wait, when
He's
was
really
this?
good. Yeah.
2008.
It's
This
the
is
guy with the
old.
large brain, di ba?
Not
Stripe
that old.
Well,
If that was
in terms,
1995. Yeah.
in
Okay.
terms, it's really old. So
2008.
Okay. Cool.
There you go.
So you guys
Nauna
have
ng
any
How I Met.
takeaway? You guys have any takeaway extra shows that you wanna talk about before we
I'm done. That was mine. So
that's
yeah, how
yours?
about the others?
I'm
Alvin,
spent.
ikaw.
I'd
I
say
spent
That was the
wrestling.
most
We lack
wrestling. Hey
we lack
Clint, we need to
wrestling
play that
games.
game again. That
Yeah.
game, wrestling so
WWE
fun.
SmackDown.
Royal
Wrestling.
Rumble.
Oh,
We
I
need
wanna
more
try that
wrestling
game.
games.
Wrestling games.
I wanna
More
try
Yeah,
that
they
Tag
should
game.
Ball.
they should make great wrestling games. I mean, not fun wrestling games like what Clint has, but a serious wrestling game that
Mm-hmm.
would get mad respect. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but
You can
that
do it
that
like
would
like
work.
like
Euro type
Spartacus again.
economic eh. Oh, like that, 'di ba? You can
Ayun.
do it like you're the
Spartacus.
booker, you're the general manager,
Yeah.
or you can do it
Yeah.
the other one that you're a wrestler, which is more of combative, competitive, 'di ba? In direct conflict.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what I don't know why they're not doing it. And probably because the rosters keep changing, or if there's no license, it's not really interesting, something like that, 'di ba?
Actually,
So,
you're thinking of the most prestigious WWE and most famous ones. But what if the setting was luchadores? Everyone's got a mask.
mm. No.
It's not
Yeah, it's
under
generic.
Different gimmicks,
generic, diba?
different
It's
That
a
that
masks,
would work.
masks.
underground type of wrestling type, like Fight Club.
Yeah.
Fight Club
We
wrestling.
don't talk about Fight Club. I mean, the wrestling club. Ganun, diba? Everyone's got their, and then you for every mask you get, as like I get trophies. Like okay, I defeated this
Score.
guy. I get
You
your
collect
mask.
masks, no? Like a headhunter.
Yeah, you collect masks. Yeah,
You
diba?
I think
Celebrity
if you remove
deathmatch,
the
no?
mask, right?
Celebrity
Yeah,
Yeah,
deathmatch.
that would
Yeah,
work
celebrity
too.
deathmatch.
They didn't have a game for that.
Celebrity
Cool.
Deathmatch like
let's get it on.
what's the fighting game ngayon na may fantasy
Unmatched.
characters? Unmatched pero celebrity deathmatch.
Oo.
Gordon Ramsay versus
Tapos yung miniatures na tatanggal yung
YouTube
ulo,
star.
tatanggal yung ano,
Oh.
Oh, they have that
ibabalik
in
din.
Get Bit. They could use
Oh,
the Get
Yeah,
Bit
yeah, they good.
Oh,
model
cool. Oh,
if
'di
that's
ba?
how they're
Ginagalaw
gonna
mo
do
pa rin
it.
yung miniature kahit wala na siyang ulo
Yeah.
tsaka ano.
Lalakad siya
Oh,
ng
may
I
isang
have no
paa,
picture.
left
Oh,
tumatalon.
left hand, left
Naglilimp
arm.
siya.
I'm okay.
They can still
I'm
fight.
good.
Nasa
We're
flesh
still
wound.
good.
Cool, 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 cool. All right. So
Yeah.
thank you.
All
An
right.
hour and a half. That was cool.
That was a
Thank you,
fun
everybody,
episode.
for joining us. Hey, that was fun. We got lots of nice ideas. If someone steals it, you heard it here first. We just
May
like to say
royalties naman sana.
We can sue you.
all we ask is that you credit us
Credit us.
and give us a few royalties, and
and a
that would work.
10% royalty.
So
'Pag
thank you
meron
everyone
'yan.
for joining. Thank you, Clint. Thank you, Alvin. Hey,
Sure.
we have a surprise for you, and we're gonna give you a sneak peek. It has something to do with a convention. We're gonna come out next week
I wonder what it
with full details about it, but it's gonna be next month. Okay, so watch out,
a
look out
teaser
for
of
it.
a
Stay
teaser.
tuned.
It's gonna be
The
soon.
magic word.
It's
Magic
like
word.
Less than a month or
Convention.
more
Ladies
than
and
a month?
gentlemen.
it's gonna be 5 or 6 weeks from now, if I'm not
I hope
mistaken. So
nothing bad happens or nothing
no, don't jinx
something
it.
so I'm not
That's how it
I'm not gonna
ended
Knock
jinx
on
it.
wood. Knock on
3 years
wood.
ago. So watch out. We're gonna have an announcement soon, so you can find those announcements on Variable Play. And for this week, we only have one show left. I don't know if Clint will have Saturdays. Do you have
Mhm.
SBPH? Yeah,
No, not really, not yet. We're on break.
hiatus. Cool,
I
Hiatus.
but you know,
Hiatus.
same as straight from the Meeple's mouth and the other shows.
Hindi.
But
I might
we'll
have
be
a
coming
one
back
hour
soon
show for the Harry Arn
this
Cam
Saturday.
this
Iba
weekend maybe. Okay?
Cool.
iba yung
So yeah.
effect ng bakasyon, eh, 'no, yung after Christmas and,
It
parang
gets
gusto mo na
Yeah,
magpahinga.
you're like
right. It gets a long time for you to get into that mood
to
and
rev
into
up.
that
Oo,
groove
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah, yeah.
the whole
uh,
first quarter of the year.
our and it's adjustment period because they're hitting us with, hey, get back to work.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
no, not yet. At least.
But
So see that.
mommy, I don't want to.
And on Sunday Night Magic with Javi, I think he's gonna continue on with the Streets of
Ooh,
Capena,
Yeah.
however you say it. I haven't
pena.
researched Capena.
okey na,
There you go, pinstripe demon, um,
kakape.
black creature. So, so there you go. So We hope you enjoyed the show. We hope you're safe, and we hope we provided you a needed respite from from work week. As I was
Yeah.
asking, still is it still hump day? Because it still feels like hump day to me. But weekend's coming, and we hope that you guys can play more games with your family, more games with your
Yes.
friends, either digital, on Zoom, video games, whatever it is that would make you bond more with your friends and with your family, make
That's
good
the most
relationships.
important.
And of course, guys, please be safe. Yes, it's alert level 1, but pandemic is still alive and well.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
whatever you do, just be more extra cautious,
vigilant.
vigilant
Yeah.
with how you're doing things. So that's it. Unless you guys have anything else to say, no,
I'm
Nope.
not
good.
anymore.
Yes.
I hope they enjoyed this episode as much as we did
Yeah,
because it's a really, really
Yes,
fun
I have
episode.
fun with
yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Correct.
I
So
took note.
until then, everybody, thank you. Bye bye. See you
Bye
soon.
Thank
bye.
you. Till next time.
Bye.